Welcome everybody, this is Dr. G and this is Sunday of week 5. I love shopping. Don't judge me, okay? I was a Marine, black members in Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a man's man, but I like shopping. During Lent, this was like 3-4 years ago, I remember one time we went to the Galleria and being in the city so much growing up, I'm just used to seeing certain things. And long story short, we're passing from the Galleria, from one side of the Galleria to the other side, and you have to go outside. And I remember I'm passing this homeless dude, and you know, I look at him and say hello and so forth. And as I walk by, my oldest son is like, hey, let's go back. Long story short, my son ends up staying there, praying with them, you know, talking with them and so forth, and just being Jesus to him. And I remember, man, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, this kid just taught me a lot. Like, cause I mean, I do this, go around speaking, you know, go to homes and so forth. But man, he taught me a lot that day about simply seeing good and ministering and so forth. And even though we may have it, sometimes we don't think that we have, even though we may think we have the full picture, sometimes there's a better way of doing it. So I learned a lot from him. And that's what it is that I'm getting at today, is learning something likely, learning something from somebody you wouldn't necessarily like, just to get something from them. A good example of that is, I'm gonna backtrack, is in 1 Samuel, is David and Goliath. What ends up happening is, long story short, David is this little kid, sheep herder, so forth. Goliath is calling Israel out, punking them, you know, big tattoos, smelling like old bus seats. Like, come on, let's fight. And whoever won that war would win. And David, the little sheep herder boy, and ruddy, that's what it says in Hebrew, he's a redheaded sheep herder. He comes and he's the one who ends up fighting Goliath. And he kills him with like this rock, kind of like how your mother would have been whenever you were small with a chocolate. You know what I'm saying? She hit you from everywhere. That's how David was. He was mean with that rock. Bam, and he hit David, and he killed David. So he definitely was not the likely person, but he stood up for his faith and he won. And it's one of the reasons why we call him father of our faith and so forth, one of the fathers of our faith. So who are some of those unlikely people that you can learn something from in your faith? And who are some of those people? And are you being that person? Are you one of those unlikely people who are showing God's power? You guys have a blessed day.